Stan, what is the Collender summary of what's been wrought with tax cut legislation and with the new deficit from Congress? What's the Collender summary?
Well, we're talking about a change in the new normal in Washington. You saw it in the president's budget yesterday. There's no longer any pretense about balancing in 10 years. Instead, it's well, how much less than $1 trillion can you get there? And the president slyly came in at 949 or something like that. But we're talking about trillion plus, maybe even $2 trillion deficits going every year, at least through the Trump administration and maybe for the rest of our lives.
For many people watching and listening, good morning on Bloomberg Radio Worldwide, Stan Collender, this is unthinkable. What will upset the certitude of the people voting for more guns, more butter? What's the thing, the exogenous shock that will change this discussion?
Well, the only thing is, the only real thing, Tom, is the bond market, the return of the bond vigilantes, or as we might call them now, bond ninjas. But if interest rates start to rise, that's a sensitive political statistic, a very sensitive political statistic, and it's the kind of thing that got Bill Clinton all upset and made him change his mind about what he wanted to do. It might change the current political thinking in Washington, but then there's an interesting question, Tom. In this administration, you're not going to see a tax increase. You're not going to see a cut in defense spending. So where would the reductions in the deficit come from, given that they're really, unless you look at Medicare and Social Security, there's not enough to make much of an impact?